when it comes to taking down tier 3 if you have a good high ground defender on the side of Newbee, because she's so far forward and she's so squishy.
Yeah, especially with a 4-staff, just one on the side of Newbee can just easily push Luna in.
Oh man.
Still very nice stun coming out from TnC, and that was not the target that you want to go on. Ideally, you go on the Witch Doctor before he can get the casts out, but
he blinked into that. Man, Kuku playing with fire. Still is going to keep the pressure on SE, and he's actually thinking about running it. Kuku doesn't have any mana. Fairy Fire trying to stay alive, but a couple more hits. Is it going to be enough? No! The Impale comes out in the right click to turn it back around. Beautiful timing from TnC.
Kuku may be a woman, but he is certainly. I cannot believe.
He's got some big ovaries.
How did he go in there? That's ridiculous.
This is what
lasso him, or even try to initiate on him with the Nyx Assassin. There is always the Rubik behind him, potentially to save him. Rubik, stolen, Lucent Beam on top. Not a terrible spell to have. It is a lot of burst. TnC does scout out Moogie.
This is really bad. They just got him. He's dead. He walked underneath that ward, like they knew that the ward was there, and then walked into where there were 3 heroes. It's so deadly inside that Roche pit. Like
Batrider is the king of the Roche.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Being able to fly in and out the pit as well as get vision with Napalm is so strong that it's very difficult to contest. And another free kill, just group up and push, and yeah, Newbee are getting towers in the meantime, but that's because they don't really have another choice, and Sam H has TP'd in. There is another one coming in.
Oh god, this could be really bad. Sam H looking for the initiation. He found the Slark. No Dark Pack comes out at all. Moogie in trouble. He does still have that ulti that's keeping him safe for the moment and trying to bring down TnC, but I mean, they're all here. Kuku is still hanging on to this. They pop out the ulti as well from the Omni Knight, and their decision is to go for KP here. Under fire, under duress, and under the ground. Omni dead.
And I do really like the Luna pick here for this reason, where they can just 5-man and Newbee cannot take a fight. The Troll's been very popular at this tournament, and he's really good at pushing towers, taking down Roche, but he's not particularly well suited for team fights, especially before he's BKB. Like with a Nyx Assassin in play and a Witch Doctor, there's no way that you could just run it without getting stun locked. And they're taking a huge advantage of that with this Luna early push.
Maybe this is the play they need. They immediately destroy that Luna. Big pickup. The Sonic Wave connects onto 5 though. Oh, TnC there hitting quite hard. Kuku trying to kill off KP, and Kaka also being ran down. Does he end up falling? They will be able to get that kill. 3 down now for Newbee, and well, Sam H isn't done with him. SC getting dove under his tower. Triple kill for Sam H.
You do have to fear for your life and always worry that Nyx Assassin is on your tail.
Yeah,
and he's dead.
Yeah, he realizes
he got stunned on bottom lane. There's a
get over there, Hobbs. I believe in you.
And
all
he's
right,
dead
there it is.
anyways. But this is the thing. Like TnC is playing incredibly well this game. He is
upon TnC making a mistake. And maybe this is that mistake right now. Raven is going to be caught. You do have, Cass going out as well. Raven brought down fairly low. The heal is there as well. Able to juke around the side of the trees. Is still going to be caught a second time now. They have brought down the Luna. This all started like this before, and guess what? It's looking like it's going to be the same thing. Kuku just running through fools. Moogie possibly in trouble, going down. Sonic Wave finishes it off. And they get the Luna, but to what end? As Kaka also in trouble. TnC chasing, right clicks there, Impale, dead.
I think you mentioned that Omni Knight not being
some TP breakage, or possibly just finding kills regardless. They want to go for it. KP caught. There's going to be the jump forward. Lasso as well, while simultaneously slowing down and maybe going to kill off Kaka. They aren't going to be able to find him, but it does look like they're going to be able to get KP. So a nice pickup there. Again, just bullying away this Omni Knight who's strong.
So run some bookstores.
Oh no, Faith. Oh man. Ooh, the first Eclipse is a dirty one there. They're trying to keep him alive, and now they pull back in another. Faith still taking the damage. The Sonic Wave goes out on the 3, but you do have some damage coming out now from Newbee. They're trying to bash up, trying to kill off Kuku. He is going to end up going down. Moogie gets that one. Raven's still sitting on the high ground, trying to bring down Moogie, and it does look like they are finally going to be able to contain him and kill him off, but they did lose the Queen of Pain and the Witch Doctor for it.
While expecting that, as opposed opposed to ending it in 50-60 while preparing for a 30-minute victory.
This might make all the difference in the world, though. They walk right into everybody. Mugi, they're able to force-step away. Nicely played. Sam H still there as well. It's a DD on Luna if they can make it work, but already with 14:37 gone, it might be a little bit too much to ask. Sonic Wave comes through. Ogre tanks a hell of a lot of it, but now the damage starting to come. The GA is going to be there, and Raven now maybe in a little bit of trouble. They do have that lasso pulling back in with the Aghanim Scepter upgraded from Rubik. Hell of a play indeed. Can they do enough with the clips here, though? They still have that DD for a second left on Raven, starting to deal the damage. Mugi under fire as well. Can they get the kill? Yes! Double kill, triple kill for Raven, and now the path to high ground clear in fact.
That Pike.
This is it.
That is at least 2 sets of racks. Probably game off that one fight.
Man, and it looks so good as well. Kaka there being able to find that, turnaround with the Ag's ulti, but doesn't end up being enough.
Low.
They don't have any buybacks either.
Nope.
How does that happen?
Because they all committed for MKBs because they thought it would end up the next fight, but it didn't.
Dire's middle barracks
They weren't able to control the Luna because Luna was in this really awkward position in the trees where these heroes can't really find them. They didn't have a high ground ward at that fight, and on top of that, they don't have flying vision, whereas the Radiant side with TnC having the Bat Rider, they do have the flying vision and can see everyone quite clearly in the fight once they picked up that gem. So a little bit of a small hiccup in the plan for TnC, but they take this game home with a sound Luna strategy, and TnC continue their undefeated streak.
My God, just a great easy peasy game for them. Faith is going to drop here. The last tier 4 to fall. They have buybacks. They can try for one last hold, but this game is pretty much over. I mean, if TnC wanted, they can just back out at this point. Get away, lose the gem. You have mega creeps at 45 minutes in. Newbee have any way to hold off right now. This is the point. Maybe blowing up Raven at the start of it. They have the MKBs. They might be able to get something. Trying to bring him down. Sonic Wave comes out. Luna is actually going to die. They get the Guardian Angel as well. Are they going to be able to do this? There's some stuns coming out. BKB's been popped. This troll, he's big, he's bad, he's angry. He wants their blood. He's going to be able to kill off the Queen of Pain as well. And you know what? This is a freaking hold. They're going to be able to kill off Sam H potentially, though he does get the blink away. But they took down the Luna. They took down the Quap.
Physical vulnerability is going to save you from that.
Looking for this opening now. TnC trying to close out this game. Kaka might be the one, but they're able to get the lift up there. A nice catch with the E-Blade immediately. There's Sonic Wave as well. Kaka low, but not dead as of yet. They popped the Guardian Angel, but it only ended up connecting on a KP really. Can they actually kill these heroes off? There is no more E-Blade. They're controlling up the Luna, trying to kill her up, but there's the Satanic. There's going to be the Eclipse, and there's going to be the kills. They have buyback control. They have buyback on Slark, but I don't know if they can stop it. It's all too much, and GG is going to be called as TnC win the first game of this best of 3.
From the Bane, from the Lycan for a little bit.
And Kuku OD is just so sick.
I don't know. I'm against Lycan.
I
doesn't seem
still
that good.
think
He needs to run once
it's
Lycan
way
goes in with
more
a
stable to
with a
pick a
BKB.
support here.
Besides, if they were to go a core, it would clearly be Tinker, guys. Come on.
I mean, TnC can take a little shock for themselves. They've done so well with these pushing supports.
They'd go with the support route. What other supports kind of would they consider Spirit Breaker or something like that here? Oh, there's
the Tinker Capitalist!
Nice play, and the Howl is very good during the nighttime. Sam H probably thought about waking up there. I was like, nah, his life is worth less than 9.
That's the life of a support. You take those ones. It happens. As bottom lane, they're going now onto KP. They have the follow-up stun if they want to use it. Kraken Shell has it.
Downhill, but that's small consolation for losing your mid T1 tower.
Can they actually find this kill onto Kaka? He still has his boat and is going to throw it now. So a lot of this Coco's rum is going to be there, and Tim's in trouble. In fire is going to end up going down here, it looks like. At least to the damage coming out from Kaka. The Sonic Wave able to connect, and they do take him down. But now they have Ravage available. They end up dropping it onto 2. Is it going to be enough to turn this? Kuku is also in trouble now. Mugi trying to find the kill. Raven ends up popping God's Strength. Wants to fight this. He is going to be able to jump now onto KP, and they don't get a lot with the Ravage, but it does look like they will still bring down that Tidehunter.
Why was Kuku in the middle of all? We smoke going through the bottom lane. Kaka is going to be scouting out someone. They know that Kaka is over here. However, Tinker will be coming in.
Oh, there it is, Vacuum. They've got Kaka, but the boat is still going to come out. It's not going to connect onto these heroes that much, but it still is going to be the kill onto that Kunkka. And in a trap in motion, you have Sam H there. SC, he's in the forest. They spot it. Pop God Strength, gonna jump forward onto Bane right at the start with the 4th staff to keep him alive. They do have Ravage available if they wanted to go for it. They're kiting them away. They still have eyes onto KP. SC, BKB has already been popped, but he's taking a ton of damage. Raven is gonna be kited to the point where he's not able to do anything any further, and now it looks like Newbee have indeed given up hope for KP, at least for the moment. Has a 4th staff back up in 2 seconds, but already dead.
What a trap. TnC are extremely intelligent about the way they take fights. And
Ooh, they think they're safe because the Wolves were in the area, but little they know they're already there. They're on top of that Quap and just gone in an instant.
And
Kaka now in
down.
trouble. Oh no, this is not the way they wanted it to go. Newbee getting ran at. Raven just does so much damage. Dismantled again inside his own damn base. A big old stun comes out. They're diving found. They don't even give a damn.
ooh, losing Quap like that. I've seen so many heroes die in that exact same spot with the high ground ward.
Yeah.
That is a day TnC make better use of the map.
Well, and there are still things available for Newbee as far as fights to take, and well, maybe they've actually caught the Tinker right here. The silence is down on top of them, but can they actually do anything? They turn to fight as well. Raven comes in, big bad, out of control. The Sven gonna be able to catch on to Faith, bringing him down to boot.
Baited.
My
See, that's
God.
Kuku for you. He goes and it's like, ah, yeah, I'm about to die, right? Nope.
Necessary move by them, and you do have to be at least a little bit concerned. Kuku is going to start to come in, but it does look like Roshan maybe going to go down. Still very much alive, though. They need to bring it down very quickly. Tim's, he's not going to be able to come in and disrupt it. Instead, he is just going to fall. There's the vacuum only onto one. Raven here, but he's not doing quite enough damage to this Tidehunter, who is still staying alive through this. Doesn't have the ability to blink away, and that will be the death of KP. Can they get out with the rest of them? There's the sheep onto one. Sven, Fiend's gripped, but it's not going to end up being able to be there. They kill off that Aegis Quap, and now Faith also going to fall.
There's Perma Hex coming out. That was a nice little fight, though, from Newbee.
Yeah. Gem on the ground. Daedalus is now there for Raven as well. Might just be to watch Newbee get ran at.
Okay, Quap is there. I think Quap might just die here.
Oh, there's the jump forward. 1, 2, 3. He's got some armor. SC, though, is gone. The BKB nowhere near enough to keep him alive, but they have the Fiend's Grip. Maybe there's something brewing. A way to possibly bring down this Sven. The Ravage is out. Can they kill him off in this duration? Minus armor there as well from that Tidehunter Aghanims, and Raven actually in a little bit of trouble with the stun comes in from Tim's. Vacuum wall onto 2, and TnC just sucked the soul right out of this building as the ultra kill came from Kuku.
And we have our grand finalists for Star Series. It will be TnC that advances into the grand finals. Theben looks very happy. Raven looks very happy. All of TnC